Well, hello and welcome. I'm Reiki Rita Roberts, Holistic Emotional Health Coach. Well, what does that all mean? Today I want to take a few minutes to clarify, and I'm really excited that I've launched a fresh new look for the Reiki Rita website as well. So I've been taking some time to meditate on the world and the way things are now. And, I don't know about you, but I've grown so tired of the level of fear that's on the planet right now. Now, I'm not saying not being wise or even cautious and doing what's right by you and your family. But when we start to cross over into a place of dark thoughts, fear, isolation, then the world becomes a very different place. As you know, we're all connected, and that's what we're feeling right now. We're feeling so much fear. And I've often said that every decision, thought we do is based on fear or love. And I don't know about you, but I'm tired of choosing fear. Okay? So I've made it my mission in life to bring and help transform people back to a place of love and happiness. Okay? I've grown tired of all the noise, the hype, the stress, the anxiety, the depression, the increase in suicide, violence on TV, and even the simple things like being on the highway and getting a thank you wave, gratitude. We weren't raised to live in fear. We were raised and conceived in love, and that's what we know best. Now, fear has its purpose because it keeps us safe from doing really stupid things and harming ourselves. But it's when fear gets way out of control, like it is now, that life becomes hard and unhappy. So I'm really focusing a lot of my Functional Family Fridays and healing work on those that are not happy. In fact, I'm calling them SAD. SAAD. Stressed, anxious, angry, and depressed. Okay? And particularly if you're sad as a result of a toxic family relationship or extremely stressful, negative family environment, right? So if you don't know me by now, I'm all about the family, because family are small cultures. This is where our whole society and community start. It starts one family at a time. So my goal, and it's a huge one, is to help families heal. And within the families, help family members heal. Okay? So that's who I'm going after to help, and I'm reaching out to. Okay? So I help sad, again, stressed, anxious, angry, depressed people emotionally heal from their unhappiness due to toxic family relationships, stressful, negative family environments. And I want to help you learn how to restore your self-worth so you see value in yourself. You understand how important you truly are. Okay? Build self-confidence so you can make no more excuses for who you are. Embrace the good, the bad, and the ugly about yourself. We all have that. None of us are perfect. Okay? And that's okay. But we learn to embrace our imperfection because that's what makes you different. For me, I've also always struggled with my voice and projection. But the interesting thing is, people always recognize me. I can't get away with anything because as soon as I'm on the phone, they'll be like, "Hi, Rita." So, you know what? Just embrace, right? And I'm also going to help you find your authenticity, help you to embrace who God created you to be. Stop making excuses of being what your parents want you to be, your husband or wife want you to be, your kids want you to be, your friends want you to be. Just be you, all right? And how are we going to do that? Again, fear or love. You're already in fear, so it only makes sense that we have to transform your life back into self-love, okay? So that's what a lot of my programs and my healing work will be, right? Again, very few people are touching this. Very few people. So I just want to share a little bit. I've got a couple of notes. This is right on my website, but I want to take a minute to read it to you. I love when people are happy, positive, and authentic. The world becomes a kinder, happier, healthier, more peaceful place. And that inspires hope in me for a better life for my children, my grandchildren, and all the children to come. I'm a very sensitive, good-hearted person that lives in positive, a love-focused life. However, my life didn't start that way, okay? I grew up in a very negative, toxic environment, so I was that negative, toxic person as I was growing up. It wasn't until I saw different that I knew different, so awareness is key, right? So I had the misfortune of growing up in a negative family environment with controlling, hurtful people. If I wasn't a twin, I would swear I was adopted, okay? Because of my optimistic nature, I have a natural inclination to help other people achieve happiness too, because it feels so good for me, and I love when other people feel good as well. So you might be thinking right now, you know what, Rita, it's not possible for me because fear and negativity, you're dealing with all the fear and negativity you're dealing with right now. But I assure you that a positive, happy life is possible for you as well. Because you know what? I was once like you. I grew up in a dysfunctional family that taught me that being happy all the time was not realistic. My unhappy parents taught me not to believe that no one could be trusted, that life was always going to be hard, and that people will always disappoint me. And as a trusting child with no life experience, I had no reason to believe that my parents would intentionally mislead me. So I believed them. I learned it was normal and expected to hide your true emotions. And people still do that all the time. So I let my ego run the show. I pretended to be tough as a way of preparing for myself for that hard life of mistrust and disappointment that my parents told me about. I never got my hopes up, and I never allowed myself to dream big. And guess what? My life became a replica of my fear-focused, hard-working, money-struggling, unhappy parents. I became the same. How could I not? Because that's all we know, right? So as a result, I spent most of my adult life feeling uninspired, exhausted, angry, and jealous of anyone I thought had a better life than me. Okay? I became a victim of my own unhappiness, just like my parents did. This is why the generational cycle of dysfunction continues to happen. We have to change things, do better than our parents, okay? So when I realized that I had become what I despised, my own unhappy parents, I knew I had some healing work to do if I wanted a better life for myself and for my kids, okay? So today, The good news is I'm as authentic as it gets. I'm the real deal. And that's not bragging, that's just self-love. That I accept who I am now. I don't make excuses for who I am or the holistic energy work that I do. It is what it is, right? So my life is more peaceful and I'm truly happy just being myself now, right? That took me a long time. So I want to take all that stuff I learned, condense it into teachings to help you. So you don't have to spend 20 years in a psychotherapy's office, hating yourself. So if you're ready to be happy being you and you want to know how to find your way back to authenticity so you can live a peaceful life, then I can certainly help you get there. Okay? I want to help you get there because, again, when you're happy, your children are happy, and your family are happy, and your friends are happy, and that vibration goes out into the world. And it's going to change and shift all the fear that's going on the planet. That's the only way we're going to wake up. Many people are talking about the term woke. We're not going to wake up, until we start living our true selves, till we are authentically happy and know what unconditional love is. That's the way we become a conscious planet, right? People will then see you, want to be around you, love your energy, and then they want to evolve, and they want to evolve. And we slowly start to wake up and raise the consciousness of the planet. That's how we create peace on earth. That's what God wants for us. He doesn't want all this crazy and fear that's going on here, okay? So if this resonates with you, then contact me. I'm going to put a link to a couple of things. If you're not sure if you have poor emotional health, take the quick assessment that I've got linked below. That'll have you answer a couple of questions in different areas of your life and give you a quick snapshot as to where your emotional health is at. The other thing you can do is talk to me. We can't start healing your life if you won't open up and start talking, okay? So I've given you an opportunity to speak to me for half an hour for free. Free, okay? Can't do much better than that. So I'm here reaching out to you. The next move is yours. So I hope that you take it, okay? So remember, life is too short. Be happy now, love, okay? And things are still hopeful and change is on its way. I'm here to help you now. Reach out. God bless. From my heart to yours, we'll see you next time on Functional Family Friday.